Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, the moment you've all been waiting for is here. The man, the myth, the legend, the enigma, your mother's favorite, God's favorite, African Superman is here. And you might be asking yourself, what is causing all of this? The hysteria, the pandemonium, the frenzy, the excitement, the all hell breaking loose. Ladies, lose your panties too. Turmoil is the greatest being to walk God's green earth, baby. Anonymous team. Na leo niko na story mob sana za kuongelea. I have a lot of things to talk about today. And where do we start, or who do we start with? Let's start with Dr. Ofweneke, that Generation X gatekeeper. There has been clips of Dr. Ofweneke trending on Twitter of him talking trash, bro. Talking absolute trash about Stoopid Boy. Now, if you do not know who Stoopid Boy is, but who the fuck is Stoopid Boy? Kuna Simple Boy, kuna Handsome Boy, Handsome Man, na kuna Stoopid Boy. Who the fuck is Stoopid Boy? Fuck. I was actually confusing the two. I was confusing Stoopid Boy for Nani. For Nani, anaitwa aje? Handsome Boy. There's that guy who used to call himself Handsome Boy. The contrast is in the name. Trust me, the contrast is in the name. If you don't know who Handsome Boy is. So Handsome Boy came up around the same time Nani. Steve Simple Boy came up, but Nani, Steve Simple Boy blew up. And the funny thing is, at that time it was Handsome Boy or Handsome Man or whatever his name is. At that time it was he who was trending on the interwebs. At that time, when you were internet, most of you didn't even understand how the internet works. As a matter of fact, most of you couldn't afford data. Most of you were actually living at your parents' house, and you had to wait for your father to send you pesa ya credit every now and then ndo umanage kwenda kwa cyber cafe. Hata sie tu buy data, ile do mzae wako ama madhako alikuwa anakutumia, mlikuwa mnaenda kwa cyber cafe. So of course most of you guys, when I say most of you guys, I'm talking about both the millennials and the Gen Z. The Gen Z sio time hata wako wamezaliwa. Actually walikuwa wamezaliwa. I'm just clowning. Walikuwa wamezaliwa, but their mothers and fathers couldn't allow them to go access the internet, because we all know what you motherfuckers were watching at that time. Pornography. Yes, bitches, pornography. So it was the millennials who were entrusted with the it's not a responsibility. It was the millennials who are entrusted with the I'm trying to find the right word. Okay, let's just go with the responsibility. Yes, it was the millennials who were entrusted with the responsibility of going to the cyber cafes and surfing the interwebs so that they can disseminate this information that they get out there to the rest of the world. Okay, so yeah, most of you at the time couldn't afford bundles, and the most you could do is get that 60 bob once in a while, so as you go and bet and watch a bit of pornography here and there at the cyber cafe, mnaingia hapa na pale just to see what is trending and what is happening. Yes, so that was around the time that Handsome Boy was trending. And when Handsome Boy was trending, he took it upon himself to help people from his neighborhood, including the goated Steve Simple Boy. And Steve Simple, they went to Chipukizi's show. Steve Simple Boy did that vijana tuache miadarati, and boom, it was all she wrote. Boom, it was all she wrote. And now we have the goat that we know as Steve Simple Boy. So all that digressing was just to let you know, I don't know who the fuck Stoopid Boy is. I was actually confusing Stoopid Boy for Handsome Man. However, that is not the my main point My main point of focus here is Dr. Ofweneke having the effortry, the cojones, the balls, the gall, the guts to go on the internet, bro, and say stupid things like, well, it wasn't actually the internet, it was TV, because those people are still living in the Stone Age period. Newsflash, Mr. Dr. Ofweneke. TV Lisha, TV died, bro, TV died. And these people think that because they're still working on TV, because they're still working under that archaic, under that archaic system, that they can still treat people archaically. An artist who knows his worth, well, Abdom you don't understand the internet. The Gen Zs out there and majority of the millennials, they know who these people are because they've seen them on the internet. Most of their information comes from the internet. So they don't necessarily need to go to TV ndio wewe uwapatie sijui uoneshe huyu mtu already mwenye wanajua. So Stoopid Boy, whoever the hell he is, of course he knows who the fuck he is, asks for, is it a per diem or whatever, asks, you pay him to come for the interview. And what will confuse, when an artist tells you to pay them to come for an interview, they're not necessarily asking for money. They're asking you to pay for their time, because their time is money. Probably this guy is holding off something important. Probably this guy is holding off 2, 3, 4 videos he could have done in that hour that you're going to interview him, or rather hata kama ni hizo 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a lot of videos. Hizo ni kama videos mbili za TikTok. Ata post TikTok, ata get likes, zita get views, zita get comments, ata get engagements, ata get followers. Then atenda live, atatumiwa gifts. Then atalipa rent. And you with your archaic way of reasoning, archaic Stone Age way of reasoning, Generation X of gatekeeping, you go on that TV, inaitwa AK-47, that AK-47 TV station that nobody knows, to tell us how Stoopid Boy should remain stupid because he asked for money. Dr. Ofweneke, allow me to give to you a big fuck you for that, bro. Normally I don't do this, but for you it's a special exception. Bro, kula hii, bro, kula hii. That's not nice, bro. That's not nice. Dr. Ofweneke, you need to grow up. Dr. Ofweneke, you need to shape up. And for me and Dr. Ofweneke, it's a bit personal. I remember back in, was it 2015, I used to do spoken word poetry. And I was a dope spoken word. Still am. Ni venye tu I hung off my boots for the corporate world. Hence the reason why the character Anonymous team was born. How many times am I going to say this, people? How many times am I going to say that Anonymous team is one of the greatest, dopest, if not the illest artists out there? When it comes to writing, bro, talk about film writing. Talk about writing poetry. I have been writing a book myself, a fantasy, African fantasy novel myself. I've been writing it. Somewhere in between fantasy and reality, but yeah, let's just go with African fantasy. I've been writing an African fantasy novel since 2018. It's just that I'm not so sure whether to proceed with it. Ni venye tu nowadays things have changed, bana. Unajua, it's really, really rare to find people with these hard copy books just reading. So, but when it comes to my pen game, bro, I've done rap music, bro. I'm the best MC out there. I'm the best MC out there, bro. Best MC, best poet, best writer. And when I say writing, I'm not limited to any genre. I'm a good writer, manze. I've been anointed by God. I have been anointed by God. My head has been touched by God when it comes to these things. So, bro, you people don't even want anonymous team on your entertainment industry. I'm just going to disrupt everything. But that's not the main point. Let me not digress too much. I was at the point where I was saying, for me and Dr. Ofweneke, it's a little bit personal. Because back in 2015, when I was still in campus and in my struggling ways, I used to do spoken word poetry, and the people love me. The people know. The people know. The moment I take off this mask, my fans all over the world, okay, not necessarily all over the world, but my fans all over Kenya, they know. But the thing is, as much as I was just doing spoken word poetry as a way, initangwaje is, it's like the way you go to university and you study medicine. You graduate, you look for jobs, you don't find a job. So what do? You try private nursing jobs as you wait for an opportunity to come up, or you try private nursing jobs as you apply for opportunities in the United States so that you can fly out and get the big dollars, because you've studied for much better. So yes, that's what I did. Anonymous Team was a dope underground MC. You know, if you whisper Anonymous Team's MC name, just whisper it, Anonymous Team's MC name. The industry, the underground hip-hop industry in this country shakes. I am goated. They'll put my name, when it comes to my pen game, around the same heights as kina Kitusiwa. That is my MC. Kuja kwa mambo ya ku MC. When it comes to poetry, they'll put my name across. Who wrote Psalms? It was Solomon. When it comes to poetry, they'll put my name around kina Solomon and kina Shakespeare. That's how dope Anonymous Team is when it comes to poetry. And when it comes to film writing and script writing, they'll put my name kando ya watu kama Quentin Tarantino. All right? So when you see this masked guy here, don't just think it's another bozo trying to waste his time. No. This guy is the real deal. Now I've digressed again, but let me go back. So for me and Dr. Ofweneke, it's a little bit personal. Because back in 2015, when I was in campus and in my struggling ways, and I wanted to take a break off being an underground MC, I kind of thought of maybe trying to, break it into the commercial world, although it's always a very, very big dilemma for most of us MCs. You're like, damn, am I going to really hang up this creativity, for commercial, for commercial rap, just for the money, just for the dollars? But yeah, so I was in between that period. Most of you people, especially those people who are going through midlife crisis, they go through this period called transitional period in their careers, right? So for me, I wasn't in my midlife crisis then. I was just a young man who knew exactly what he wanted, and I knew what I needed to do at the time in order to, make up my mind. So what I did at that time, I did spoken word. During that transitional period, I did spoken word poetry. And we used to do it at an event called Poetry. Majority of it was done at an event called Poetry After Lunch, which was at the Kenya National Theatre. I still think it's still held there. I still think it is still held there. Actually, I need to find some time and go visit those guys, man. Just give them a little bit of motivation on. So yeah. So that's what I did. And one day, I'm going to, spit some real poetry at the Poetry After Lunch event on at Kenya National Theatre. And I meet Dr. Ofweneke. He used to work at KBC. I don't know what show he used to do at KBC. I can't remember. Okay, was it Vitimbi of Vioja? Yeah, nani. Dr. Ofweneke used to do Vioja Mahakamani. Yeah, na kina nani. I'm telling you these Generation X guys. These guys from the Stone Age period. These guys in the entertainment industry from this. Bro, don't get me started on the gatekeeping that is in this industry. The gatekeeping that is in this industry. Bruh. So yeah, actually nitaanza kuambia, I'll start telling you about my encounters with some of these celebrities. Yeah, so there he is. I think he was doing Vioja Mahakamani, but he was also some kind of like a big deal because he also had another show on KTN, if I'm not wrong. But yes, he still used to do Vioja Mahakamani. So I meet him there in between Kenya National Theatre and the KBC. Because remember, I've also I also used to nilikuwa tafutaga job huko hizo media station, just apart from I was way ahead of my time at the time. So yeah, so I meet this guy and I tell him, yo, Dr. Ofweneke, I'm seeing what you're doing on Vioja Mahakamani. It's still a bit old. It's still a bit archaic. I think you need to move on. But, regardless, I'll give you credit for for the show you're doing on KTN. It's a dope show. It's a dope show, because I give credit where credit is due. It's a dope show. So, bro, you know what? I'm a dope spoken word poet. And I'd really like, I don't mind coming to your show maybe and spitting some of my poetry, right? But I know I just can't come on your show. So you do this, right? I have, no, actually I didn't tell him that. I told him, yeah, I actually like to make a special appearance on your show, spit some spoken word poetry in some of those interludes or intersections or whatever the fuck they call them. So he's like, actually, I need to see you perform. I'm like, well, guess what? I'm having a show right now. We have an event here at the Kenya National Theatre. It's called Poetry After Lunch. It's actually it was 1:30. So I told him it's actually about to start in the next 30 minutes at 2. So, if you do have the time, you can come, you can come sahi. And I'll request Kenneth B and Kunimbichi as the hosts. I can request Kenneth B and Kunimbichi to place me at first so that in case ato kona haraka nita perform, and then if you need to leave and all that shit. It's like, yeah, bro, that's dope. Actually, if it's in 30 minutes, how long is it running for? It's running from 2 to 4:30 p.m. And well, in that case, you go speak to your guys. I'll probably come around 2:30, so you speak to your guys, so whenever I come in, they can slot you, Usmame next to say the poetry. I was like, dope, bro. Yeah, bro. So I went to Kenneth B and Kunimbichi. I tell Kenneth B and Kunimbichi, unajua ni aje nimebonga na Dr. Ofweneke, akaniambia atakama hapa kucheki act yangu, so najua tunaendanga na order, but can I just request a special one for today? Akikam through unieke next. Asema, bro, your success is our success. Your success is our success. Granted, bro. As long as he pulls up, if there's an act on stage, once that act's finish, you're going to be next. I was like, bro, thank you, bro, thank you. So, sasa mimi nikasema leo si present na ngoja Dr. Ofweneke akama cheki venye spoken word yangu ni dope, anipeleke kwa hiyo show yake ya mbwak ni huko KT. Wacha ningoje bro. Wacha ningoje bro. Wacha ningoje bro. Mans never showed up, manze. Mans never showed up. He gave an empty promise like those the American dads who live there. Do you know some American dads bana? They just go wanaambia mtoi wanatokanga na watoi wanaenda hapo kwa initangwaje hizo nini my sidewalks. Anaambia mtoi, hey son, you know, I'll be back, right? Wait for me here, I'll be back. Hey, mtoi ungoja. Mtoi ungoja. Mtoi ungoja. 30 years later after mtoi ashakuwa successful ndo mzaya anarudi bana. So yeah, that nani Dr. Ofweneke pulled that on me. So just that's why I have a problem with this Generation X gatekeepers in the entertainment industry. So yeah, Dr. Ofweneke, you get an L for the bullshit you went on, like you said on your, you know, TV station that nobody watches. You get a big L for that. And Dr. Ofweneke, one thing I also need to advise you is that TV is dead. TV is dead. People like you can never understand how the internet works. People like you can never survive on the internet. The Generation Z and some of the millennials have that shit on lock. And so that's why you guys who are still on TV are still holding on and gatekeeping, so that people that truly deserve those opportunities don't get them, manze. You know, that's really wrong. That's really wrong.